Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV for a late night bit of football talk. Guys and girls, admin, please know where your nearest fire escape is. Have some fluids so you stay hydrated because it is hot, hot, hot. These lights are killing me. I'm not going to lie to you. These lights are hot on me. So stay safe, stay hydrated. In a football world where Arsenal have completed the signing of Noni Madueke, Man United have agreed terms with Mbuemo after already signing Cunha. Man City are now looking to get Trafford. Newcastle are aiming to sign the likes of Scalvini and Wissa. It begs the question, what are Tottenham Hotspur waiting for? The pre-season games start tomorrow. Guys, tomorrow, right? It's 10 p.m., which means what, 12 hours to 10 a.m. In 17 hours' time, Tottenham Hotspur will play their first pre-season friendly with only one new first-team player. Now, as great as I think that, hang on 1 second, let me set this. As much as I think Thomas Frank is a wonderful coach and will do a brilliant job, Spurs need to be signing players and quick. And as I've said, we need to signings needed and fast. Lots of people go with this rhetoric that it doesn't matter as long as it's done by the end of the window. But what do we know? What do we know? Well, we know today that a number of outlets, including Damasio, have said that Tottenham are interested in Ilya Zabanyi of Bournemouth, the 22-year-old Ukrainian centre-half who's already got 49 international caps by the age of 22, which is quite outrageous. A very good defender. I think a lot of people in my comments who commented about him, I don't think they've seen him play. I genuinely think a lot of our fan base only watch Tottenham. The comments I've seen, oh, he's not that good. I wouldn't get in our excellent centre-half. But if we want him, go and get him. Now, is it that simple? Many of you will sit there and say to me, it's not that simple, Savva. PSG wants him. Yes, they do. PSG do want him. But they've wanted him for over a month now, and a deal has yet to be done. Now, I'm not saying PSG won't get it. If PSG and Spurs go head-to-head, I fully expect PSG to win that battle. That's just the way it is. Maybe PSG don't go head-to-head with us. Maybe he wants to stay in England. Who knows? What I do know is that we need to do something, because moments after we saw the news about Zabanyi, lots of reports coming through about Maxime Lacroix as well of Crystal Palace. Now, when you add to that the reports and the links with Scalvini, with De Winter, you look at it and go, why are Tottenham Hotspur trying to sign a centre-back? 2 and 2 together, you can get whatever answer you want. 2 and 2 says Romero's leaving. 2 and 2 says we're playing free at the back. 2 and 2 says he wants competition. Now, what I will say is this. I see a lot of people that seem to forget how injury-prone Romero and Van der Ven are. A lot of people seem to be overlooking how injury-prone these two are. So I completely get it. Why we would be looking at another centre-half. For me, I like Van der Ven. I like Romero. I do think our fans have turned them into Nestor and Maldini, but without cause. They're good centre-halves, but I always think you can upgrade. I always think that you can add more good players to a squad. And as I say every day, as people say to me, you can never have too many good players. Never, ever have too many good players. What we'll also be talking about, What we'll also be talking about is Thomas Frank has had his first press conference as a Spurs manager, and I thought he came across brilliantly, said some really good stuff, talks about captains, talks about Son and Romero, talks about wanting to play aggressive football. They tried to catch him out with, well, look how many managers have been sacked. Aren't you scared? You're going the same way. And he was very cool, very calm, very collected. My manager, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see an embarrassing manager in press conferences, and he definitely isn't. Let's have a look. We've got Williams. Said, mate, you lot finished 17th, so stopped worrying about top 5 and focus on getting top 10. Williams, big up to you. Thank you very much for the words of advice. Thank you. Everybody, Williams has told us, don't worry about top 5, just worry about 10th. There you go. Shut all the streams down. Don't worry about anything, because this guy has told us that we can't do better than 10th. Big up to you. Thank you very much. Jack Nug has said, I think Danso will have a good season. Alex Dennison said, do we want Zabanyi? I haven't seen much of him. I know we linked with him. I'd take him all day, every day. I think he's a top centre-half. What he is, he's a proper centre-half. See, when you look at his stats and his details compared to Van der Ven and Romero in terms of duels won, tackle, this guy is a proper centre-half. The other two might be better at bringing the ball out, at progressing the ball, at ball carrying. But as a centre-half, this guy's got very, very good stats. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Brighton have turned down a bid from AC Milan for Estepanan, the left back of Brighton. So they're turning down bids, and AS Roma look like they've got a deal sewn up for Evan Ferguson of Brighton. So Brighton very much in the transfer market. They always are. They always move quickly. They've always got things going on. And I'm a little bit jealous. But listen, let's have a look and see what happens. There's a lot of speculation that will Romero go, and Thomas Frank has turned around today and said he's a very important player. Of course, I'm not expecting the manager of Tottenham Hotspur to say anything else. If I'm brutally honest, I'm not expecting the manager to come out and go, "Oh yeah, Christian's leaving." I'm not expecting that in any way, shape, or form. But what I am expecting is that for a club like Tottenham, I'm expecting us to move a bit quicker here. It's all very slow. Now, hindsight is a wonderful thing. Easy for me to say that now that the Morgan Gibbs-White deal is in limbo. Lots of reports tonight that Morgan Gibbs-White will be a Spurs player by Sunday, by Monday. Who knows? Who knows when he will be a Spurs player? But what I do know is this. Spurs are going to fall further and further behind the big 5 if we do not move quickly. The bigger clubs are moving. Newcastle now starting to put bids in left, right, and centre. Right? Newcastle starting to flex a tiny little bit. Man United getting Cunha and Mbuemo changes the game for me. So I think there's a lot going on. Spurs, for me, need to move quicker. I've never seen a team that are so slow in the transfer market. We've got the money. We know we have. We've got the manager we want. Looks like they've got their targets. Why are we going so slow? Now, this could bite me in the backside. Tomorrow, we might announce 3 players. Superb. Hopefully, that's what's happening. Hopefully, there are plates that are being juggled right now. But as it stands, just a little bit frustrated. I can start to see now on social media, fans getting a little bit restless, right? Saying, hang on, the transfer window's been open, 47, 48 days, whatever it is. And we've made 1 signing. I get it. People, I get it. I'm exactly the same as you. Exactly the same as you. I think it doesn't help that when we see the teams that ideally we're chasing signing players, we're seeing Arsenal get stronger, Liverpool stronger, Chelsea stronger, City stronger. At the moment, I'm just grateful that Villa haven't done a lot. Newcastle so far haven't done loads, but look like they're starting to enter that market. So are Tottenham in this next week. And the reason why it's important to say the next week, in about 11 days' time, Tottenham travel to South Korea. We travel to South Korea. And for me, I want to know that these players are on that plane. I want to know if they're on that plane. Now, next week, you might get Zabanye through the door. I don't know. Morgan Gibbs-White. And all of a sudden, we're sitting there going, okay, all right, things are moving. But I still think there's plenty for Tottenham to do in this window. There's plenty of Tottenham to do. Big up to my man, Ledoux, who said, big up Savva. Tried Bovril on toast for the first time because you bang on about it. Delicious. I don't bang on about it. I've mentioned it a few times, but yeah, really big fan. Let me go to some super chats and then I'll get to your comments. I'll get to your comments and we'll see what you lot are saying. Let me know in the chat. I've seen reports today that Gibbs-White is happy at Forest. I've not seen him come out and say it. I'm not sure where this has come from. Is it clickbait? Is this my mate Wolfie just exercising a little bit of YouTube clickbait? Who knows? I've been saying it, then Sean said it better. Morgan Gibbs-White was a value signing. Levy only acted fast because there was an opportunity to get him below market value. 60 million below market value. Not having that, Rich. No, not having that. Sorry. 60 million, I think, is bang on the money. I want Morgan Gibbs-White. I want good footballers at Tottenham. I'll say it. If Sean's watching, he wanted Tell. So he can say what he wants about Morgan Gibbs-White, but he wants worse players like Tell at the football club. I want Morgan Gibbs-White. Just saying. If he's watching, he's going to give me an earful. But listen, just saying. No, I've seen all this stuff. He's followed. They showed that him and his wife had been following that company for a while. And come on, surely we're not going to do that. Not going to do that. Big up to Cat Funt, who said big up Savva and chat. Big up to you, Cat Funt. Thank you very much for being a member. Thank you very much as well for being a subscriber as well. You can see this is now absolutely bang on, by the way, everybody. This number here is bang on. This is now linked to my YouTube studio. Perchy worked out how to do it. Big up to Perchy. He's like my IT technician for all things. So big up. So that's where we are. We are, 372 away from 20,000. It feels like we're dragging. I know we're moving quick, but it just feels like we're dragging. Big up to you, Cat Funt. Really appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you very much. Big up to Daniel Field, chucking in the late night, Friday night super sticker. Thank you very much, buddy. Really, really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Big up to Tomo's THFC, who has been a member for 1 month, said, evening, Savvy, you sexy beast. Not sure I feel very sexy tonight. I'll be honest. It's hot. It's sweaty. But thank you very much. Thank you. I'll pay you later for calling me a sexy beast live on the internet. Thank you, Tomos. Really appreciate that. And if that wasn't enough, Tomos has gifted somebody a Football Heritage membership. I'm not sure who got it. Let's have a look. Who got this membership? Let's have a look. Oh, where we go. Who got the membership? Who got it? Who got it? Who got it? Can I see? I can't see who got it. Yes, I can. The membership went to Jessica. Big up to Jessica if you're in the chat. You've received a membership from Tomo's THFC. That's very, very generous of you, my man. Thank you very much. And if that wasn't generous enough, he's come in with another super chat and said, evening, Savva, the main man. I'm not sure about that, mate. I'm just a fan. I'm just a normal fan who's got a YouTube channel. Big up to you, Tomo's. Very, very generous. Thank you very much, brother. Really appreciate that. Oh, hang on. I think I've just deleted one. Hang on. I think I've just deleted one. 1 second. I'm going to have to go up now and find it. Who did I delete one from? Emma Morton. Big up, Emma. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. Another super sticker from Emma. Really, really appreciate you. You're always in here being very generous. So thank you for that. Big up to you. Thank you very much indeed. And then super sticker from Destiny 5. Big up to you. One of my mods as well. Big up, Destiny. I hope you're well, my friend. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much. So the Super Sticker train in full effect on a late night Friday evening on what is super, super hot here in South London. And I'm hoping it's like this tomorrow for the fhtv barbecue. But I've got a feeling, and I say I've got a feeling, the weather reports are saying it's going to piss down with rain. So we shall see. Green Arrow, I love people like this. Green Arrow 66 has said, Tottenham are not a big club. Don't be so deluded. Sure. Tottenham are not a big club in relation to who or what? What team are we talking about? Of course, we're a big club. How big we are depends on who you're basing us against. So thank you for that. That's a really good comment. I do like a troll. I love a troll. So welcome to you, Green Arrows 66. Love it. Who else is? Come on, hit me with your troll. Hit me with your trolling messages. I'll tell you what, I'll give everyone 2 minutes. Say what you want. Swear, call me names. Go for it. Knock yourselves out, people. Let's see who's got any originality. Destiny 5 just saying Stanley is a yid. Stanley definitely doesn't care about Tottenham Hotspur. Stanley cares about eating food. Big up to Gary O'Neill. I'm guessing this isn't the ex-Bournemouth manager. He has said, your mate Wolfie. What's my mate Wolfie done? Your mate Wolfie said on his stream that Morgan Gibbs-White is happy to stay at Forest. Brilliant. Have we got any way of knowing how Wolfie knows this? Who knows? I love it. I love this. Big up to Williams, who's come back in and said, anyway, Savva, you're my favourite Spurs content creator as an Arsenal fan. I'll take it. Thank you. I admire your work rate and passionate about your football team. So keep up the good work. Love from the USA. Williams, big up to you. And I'll try not to aim to finish higher than 10th. Who else we got in the chat? Video complete. Sophia is here. Big up to you, my friend. Said Morgan Gibbs-White will be on that plane for sure. Fingers crossed. We've got to get this going, haven't we? We've really got to get this going. We need players in. Big up to Kate. Hope you are well, Kate. I know it's Kate and not Jim. Hence, her name is first. Plus, there's a kiss. It confuses me when Jim sends me the kiss. That always confuses me. Big up to Kate and Jim. Hope you're both well. Thank you for being in here. Boo to the unsubscriber. Don't worry. Look, we got more back. Don't worry. We're going up. Look, it's got up. Big up to you, frankly, Spursy. Ian JD is in the house, and he has said, big up to you, Ian, a channel member, has said, the only player we've brought in is Kudus. We need so much more improvement to our first 11. And the reality is, Levy thinks that Kudus is enough. Look, what I will say is this. I don't think that Levy thinks that's enough. I do think that's really harsh. To be fair, Morgan Gibbs-White should be a Spurs player right now, right? Morgan Gibbs-White should be a Spurs player. We're being told that we're after people like Zabanyi, possibly Wissa. Look, let's have a look, shall we, at who said something tonight? My mate Ben Jacobs said, didn't he? I think a few people have said this. So let me just have a look. Ben Jacobs said this earlier tonight. Let me see if I can find it. Sean Longstaff, Xavi Simons, apparently wanted by Arsenal and Chelsea. The moment, there you go. Let me share my screen. As soon as I saw this earlier, I thought, yeah, that's us out of the picture. If we ever were in for Xavi Simons. So this is what Ben Jacobs has said. You can see there that Arsenal and Chelsea both have Xavi Simons on their radar, as reported last month. Leipzig haven't had any approaches or bids yet. Simons keen on the Premier League move and to leave this summer. Leipzig paid 50 plus 30, but not all add-ons triggered since leaving PSG. Let's see if we can go down to what he said about, where did he see? That was Arsenal. Here we go. This was the one. So this is what Ben Jacobs said. This involved us. He said here, Johan Wissa is still keen on a move away with Spurs and Newcastle actively interested. Oh, it's so Spurs, isn't it, to be interested, but actively. We're actively interested, guys, so don't worry about that. Brentford would like to extend Wissa's contract, but he remains open to an exit. A harder deal to strike now that Brian Mbeumo is heading to Manchester United, but Brentford are braced for bids. Oh. Now, the interesting thing about the Brentford being braced for bids for Wissa is that apparently they want £50 million. Now, I like Wissa. I don't think he's a £50 million player, but it's not my money, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But I just can't see that Daniel Levy and Vinay Venkatesham spends, because according to some people, Vinay's in charge. According to others, Levy's in charge. I can't see either of them paying £50 million, 50 million Great British pounds for a 28-year-old who's soon to be 29. Listen, I like him. I think he's a really good player. I do. I think he's a really good player. I think he'd be an excellent addition to Tottenham. I can't see Spurs doing it. If they do, fair play to them. But I just can't see it. So we got Wissa. You've got Zabanyi, Morgan Gibbs-White. You've got all of these different names kind of being spun. Like you've got plate here, there, plates. Someone's just going around going, let's keep this going. All very Paratici-like, right? All very Paratici. You know what I haven't done? I haven't told anyone I'm live. I should probably post this out, shouldn't I? Probably best for me to promote my channel rather than somebody else. And we're live. There we go. That's it. It's that simple. And we're live. So yeah, we'll see on that front. We'll see on that front. Morgan Gibbs-White just gives me Dybala flashbacks. Well, listen, I really like Dybala. I think Dybala was always going to be a difficult deal because of the naming rights, the players, the rights on the player. So we'll see. No, I can't see how many right now haven't subscribed. What I can see after the show is how many people watched, what percentage were subscribers versus non-subscribers. So that I can do it afterwards, but it is what it is. There's nothing you can really do about it. Let me catch up. Big up to Jess in the chat. Leeds fan. Big up to you, Jess. Hope you're well, my friend. FNL, why do you think we are falling further from the top 5? What do you mean? Well, I mean, surely we're falling further from the top 5 if the top 5 clubs are buying players and we're not. Surely that's self-explanatory, isn't it? Good evening to Nige. So big up Savva in chat. Smash these likes, people. See you tomorrow, buddy. Yeah, Nige, let me know if you're still about, if you're up, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to join. Josh, well, listen, look, big up to you, Josh. Hope you're well, my man. I think the difference between this saga and any others, God, it is hot, by the way. I am sweating. The difference between this saga and any of the others is that this is a legal saga, right? It's not just that we're in negotiation. This is a legal saga. So I get it. I'm frustrated. I'm guessing everyone's frustrated now. And I think most people will just want to see that if we can't get him, get somebody else. Here's Matt again. Here's Matt. I love Matt. Again, I love this guy so much. He's just so blissfully unaware with how life works. Xavi Simons is apparently there for 56 million. Let me tell you how this works, Matt, because you just don't listen. Chelsea and Arsenal want Xavi Simons. What that means is if Spurs go and put in a bid, so will Chelsea and Arsenal. It won't be as straightforward as you say. It's really that simple to understand, Matt. For some reason, you can never, ever, ever understand this. Listen, I'd love Xavi Simons. And if he does come, that would be amazing. I can't see it. The moment I saw Arsenal and Chelsea want him, I can't see it at all. Savva, you're not a big channel. Well, thanks, Ryan. Cheers for that, Ryan Busy. Welcome to you, you absolute prick. And I'll tell you what, Ryan, I call you a prick. I don't take it back. And you know what? You can't even spell my name. Other than that, good evening to you. I hope you're having a lovely Friday night. You've probably had a couple of sherbets, haven't you? Big up to you. Hello. Hey, I'm not a big channel. I know. Who am I kidding thinking I'm anywhere near a decent size channel? Big up to you. Big up to you. Savva wants Ndombele back but doesn't like Tell. Oh God, guys, I think the funny farm has let people out. We've got KJ. Oh God, who was that? We've got KJ. Who was that idiot just now? Ryan. Oh gosh, it's as though these people. I love them. I genuinely love them. Um, um, I just love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. And I'll let you off, Brian, if you were just doing what I said. I'll let you off on that one. I'll let you off. Anyway, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? People. Big up to each and every one of you. Right. So, sorry, Savva, just getting very frustrated, and Levy's track record is against him. I completely agree. Completely agree. What I would say, I don't blame Gibbs White on Levy. Listen, Lubo will tell you that apparently it is, it's not Levy doing these deals. It's Vinay Venkatesham. So we'll see. We'll see. I take him all day long. I don't know how people are looking at Solanke and Richarlison, but wouldn't want Wissa. Nah, sorry, Destiny. That's crazy for me, my man. That's absolutely crazy. High Octane, big up to you. I said you are one of the people that aren't delusional and say things as they are. I want to know, would you still be so level-headed if Spurs had 5 Premier League and a couple of Champions League trophies in the last 2 decades? Yeah, listen, I'll always be the same. I'll always be the same. Listen, if we start winning trophies regularly, then I'll act accordingly. Yeah, hey, we win things. I just think everyone, like, I'm seeing these people, everyone acted like, because we won the Europa League, that we're going to win a trophy every year now. So we'll see. We'll see. Guys, I do find it funny. Listen, I probably give Matt a hard time in the chat, but I just find it funny when he says things. I truly do. I get it. Right? I just think that if Chelsea and Arsenal want Xavi Simons, as reported by 2 or 3 reporters in the last 48 hours have said that those two are going to battle it out, it's very difficult, isn't it, for a club like Spurs to come in? It's very, very difficult for a club like Spurs to come in and go, right, hey, join us instead of those two. They are bigger. They are better. I give Matt the airtime. He's funny. Why not, Lynn? Why not? He's funny. Listen, I apologize. I take it back. I think what he was doing was taking the piss out of what I said. So I apologize on that one. Yeah. Listen, this is the point. We did this with Luis Diaz. Liverpool took him. We did this with Willian and Wijnaldum. Liverpool took them. Willian, sorry, was Chelsea. But as I always say, it's just not as simple as people make out. And I always have this conversation with people, but unfortunately, people don't want to educate themselves on anything. This is where it frustrates me. There are so many podcasts and articles where you can read to find out how transfers work and the likelihood and blah blah blah. But look, I feel like every time we see a name out there, like Matt the other day was going, right, well, Sesko's not gone Arsenal. Let's just go and get Sesko. And it's like, yeah, but do we know if Sesko wants to come to Spurs? Do we know this? Blah blah blah. We'll see. We'll see. Let me get to a few more of your comments. Loads of you in here tonight. As Kate and Jim say, smash the likes, people. Big up to you. Yeah, Green Arrows. Come on. Listen, I'll entertain the silly comments for a little bit. We'll just kick you out. Come on. We're all adults. You've got access to the internet. Hopefully you're an adult. Let's just be adult about it. Rob, Frank, big up to you, Rob. How you doing, bro? I said, Lubo said it's not Levy doing the deals. Well, Frank said different in his press conference. Listen. Lubo's gonna do what Lubo does. Lubo's gonna do what Lubo does, right? Echoes of the Lane. I said, harsh to say we're falling behind. We've done well in the window so far. I mean, let me ask you a question. All right. I didn't say we've fallen behind. I asked the question, but common sense, doesn't it? Common sense tell you that we haven't had a good window so far, have we? We've signed 1 first-team player. How many first-team players have Arsenal signed? How many have Liverpool signed? How many have Chelsea? How many have City? I think we're falling further behind. Echoes of the Lane. Sorry, I don't know who you are, but I truly think that we're falling behind unless we come out and do some big things very quickly. Listen, I'm not one of these, as I've said to you, I'm not one of these that thinks we can keep up with them. Uh, I'm not one of these fans that thinks we can keep up with them. But I do think that we've got to do what's best for us. And at the moment, it just feels a bit slow. However, I'm expecting between now and the 30th, which I believe is the date we fly to South Korea, I believe that between now and that date, Spurs will bring in 2 or 3 players. If we don't, then you've really, really got to ask questions. You've really, really got to ask questions. Williams has said, Savva, what's wrong with you and Hotspur Hippie? Nothing. I haven't spoken to him for ages. Laugh aloud, you two don't be debating anymore. Listen, he's doing his channel, I'm doing mine. I think what happens is people like you try and stir stuff. There's no problem from me to him. So there's no problem at all. I haven't seen or heard of him for a while. So I hope he's well, and I'm sure he'll be back for the season. Chelsea have a wage cap of 150k. Do they? Do Chelsea have a wage cap of 150k? Are we sure? You don't think they can get Xavi Simons? I'm not having that. I'm not having that. I'm not having that at all. Machina Joe, big up to you, has said Romero will get injured before the season starts. I thought Matt would be an Aussie. He's English. Well, listen, look, the thing with Romero is, as I've said, if I was a Spurs manager, one of the things I'd be looking at is, Romero's a good centre half, but can I count on him? You've got to ask the question, can I count on him? On Kulusevski's return. Okay, so Kulusevski we know won't be available for the first game of the season. Sorry, someone's just sent me some news about Kulusevski. Look, I think that with Romero, the interesting thing is this, as we've had this conversation a lot, he's a very good footballer. There's no doubt about that. But it's, can he stay fit? And the problem is, if he can't stay fit, then I get why we're looking for another top centre half. I get it. I completely get it. Because what will happen is, this is where it's catch-22. People who are going, oh, no, I wouldn't want, not you. People who are going, oh, I wouldn't want Zabanyi. Okay, so when Romero gets injured, people will go, oh, my God, we didn't build a squad. We didn't have a backup. Got to get good players in, man. Got to get good players in. James Flower, good evening to you, my friend. Good evening. Yes, most of it. And I poured some stuff down the shower thing that we talked about. Yes. Yeah, big up to you, James. Hope you're well, my man. Ryan Busy. Are we friends again? I don't know if you were trolling me or not, or if you're just having a laugh. Big up to you, Ryan Busy, for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you very much. And you are now welcome to the channel member-only shows on, each week, a different time each week, but look out for that. You're now eligible for that, so thank you very much. Frankly Spursy has said, Savva, you should do a show for Trolls Tuesday. Oh my God, there'd be so many. I've never known anything like it. I mean, again, more lies from Matt. Savva, I said, if we move early and fast for Xavi, something we never do. Well, we did for Kudus, we did for Morgan Gibbs-White. So that's not true, is it? That's certainly not true in any way, shape, or form. We did it with the likes of James Maddison. So that's not true. But again, anything to spin a lie. Anything to spin a lie, Matt. Love it. Peter has said, listen, Levy controls everything at Tottenham. Well, does he anymore? So I'm being sent more information here. Here we go. Thomas Frank has said on his forward options, I think the front three, depending on if we play with a 10 and a front three with Dominic up there, I think Charleston's a good striker too. I know he's been struggling with injuries. I think he was having a strong end of the season and was very important to the team. Brennan Kulu, I know he's out for a little bit, for a while, but he's still there. Madison, Odebert, Matisse, Tell, now Kudus. I think that's a strong creative front line. 100% sure we'll score a lot of goals. Frank, I love you, dude, but I feel like we're going to have to disagree there. I feel like we need more forwards. I do feel like we're going to need more forwards. Savva, forget the transfers. We'll want to know if you painted. Oh, how we laugh, Kate. How we laugh on a Friday night. I just saw, who did I see? One of the reasons the other European chasing teams are moving quicker could be that their managers have had a season or more to assess the fringe players. Need to give Frank a few weeks. Yeah, but I hear this all the time. The problem is with doing this is that we go into a season not ready. I don't want the Spurs to have any more, the club to have any more excuses like this. Surely for once we go in ready and prepared. We might do. I'm just saying I would like to. Big up to Aaron. Said, easy, Savva. Don't comment hardly ever, but watch all the time. Since your channel was Savva Talk Spurs, God, forget these idiotic trolls. You're one of the best football content creators out there. Listen, Aaron, I appreciate the compliment. But listen, the trolls maketh the channel at times. The trolls are brilliant. As I said, look, I've got a resident troll in Matt. So, it's brilliant. We'll see. Drewler said they're not battling it out. He's on their radar. No, I preach. Yeah, battling it out. Not yet. I mean, like, once one puts in a bid, the other one will. We know how this works. We know how this works, Drewler. This isn't. Come on, we're all old enough to know how transfers work. Trev's football talk. Savva the troll checker nerds to come out. A few have had a shandy or two and can't handle it. Anyway, big up, brother. I'm sure the players will come if we bid up right. Yeah, big up, Trev. Listen, I'm sure they will. Let's see what happens in the next few days. It's one of those ones where we could have a really good window, or it could just end up being a really, really poor window. We'll see. Hopefully, it's a good window. There's a lot of time. I just really wish us. Yeah, listen. Apologies. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, my bad, Ryan, my bad. The heat got to me. I apologize. The heat got to me. Where are we? What's the emergency for? Oh, we're just having a laugh. We're just having a laugh with a title. Don't take things so. Everyone takes everything so seriously in the world of YouTube. Any title you put out, like today. Let me tell you about this today, right? So earlier on, you all saw. Let me show you. Right? I'll show you what I mean. So earlier today, I put this video out, didn't I? Let's have a look so we can see it. Let's go to that. Hang on. Right. Okay. So I did this earlier, right? I'll show you on my screen. Where are we? Present. Oh, let's cancel that. Present, share screen. There we go. So I did this earlier, right? And I think you can all see there that it says, this video says massive Spurs news. Zabarnyi joining Tottenham Hotspur. And I think you can all agree with me, right? That there is a question mark at the end. There's a question mark at the end of joining Tottenham Hotspur. One of the comments I got back was, why are you saying he's joined when he hasn't? I was like, no, I've not said that. So, you've clickbaited. How have I clickbaited? I've said, is Zabarnyi joining Tottenham Hotspur? Honestly, I truly find YouTube viewers hilarious. It's like, I literally said back to that person, you do realize there's a question mark. Like you do realize there's a question mark there, right? We'll see. Lynn has said the clubs from the top four are able to bring in the quality players because they're more consistent. So players are down, are more drawn. So these clubs, not a club who finished 17th, and Andrew's to blame for that. Well, look, I mean, that shouldn't stop transfers though, right? I shouldn't stop. Please, everyone in the chat, can you stop talking about other Spurs YouTubers, by the way. I don't want this channel to be a channel where we slag off other YouTubers. I'm comfortable enough in my own content. I don't need to speak about other YouTubers. I've never understood why YouTubers need to open up their channel and slag off other YouTubers. I don't get it. You've started a channel. You want to talk football. There's loads of football news. Crack at it. Go at it. But when you have to only slag off others and post about others, I genuinely don't get it. So we're not going to do that on this channel. We're not going to do that, all right? We're not doing it. I would take Yao Gomez all day and a month of Sundays. He is a very, very good midfielder, Yao Gomez. I've really admired what he's done at Wolves since he's gone there. I think he's a really tidy footballer. I like him. And so, yes, so I've got a drink. So I'm absolutely sweltering here. So, yes, I would. Good evening to my man, Billy. How you doing, bro? Good evening, Savva. How's your evening going? Good. Very hot, my man. So we're actually useless in the transfer window. Morgan Gibbs-White needs to get done this weekend. Look, what I would say, Billy, is I don't think the Morgan Gibbs-White one is just down to us. I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes from a legal standpoint from the two clubs. I feel like we're all judging this on Spurs. For me, though, I don't think it should stop us doing other stuff. I really, really don't. But hey, maybe it's not. Maybe something just pops out at us. Who knows? Maybe something just pops out at us and suddenly we get 2 or 3 new signings. It's not Spurs-like, but hey, who knows? Can't believe we bottled a release clause. I mean, we didn't bottle a release clause, did we? Come on, I feel like we're being a little bit harsh on the club there, guys. You know me. If I've got something bad to say about the club, I'll say it. Oh, God, who's this? Is this today's troll? Beto. So please look at our squad. It's a great squad. We'll get wins against all of our rivals. Mark my words. Sure. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. James said, Savva, just a YouTube question. Does the dislike button have any effect on the channel, or is it as good as a like? What dislike button? Do you mean on comments? Because I don't think there is one on shows, is there? Mate, I don't know. I don't know, mate. I'm just a poor little lad who wants to talk about football. Bang on. We need more options from YouTube, don't we? Where are we? Let me get some more of your comments. Yeah, Eze, I'll tell you what, Eze's all gone very quiet. The last we heard was his camp were talking to Arsenal's camp. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? Maybe it happens at the end of the window. Maybe Arsenal have spent their money and don't have the money for a player like that. We'll see. We'll see. Love to get him. We'll see. Johnny Phelan has said, do you think we have the upper hand when it comes to competing with Chelsea for players? Being able to offer greater game time, especially with a World Cup on the horizon. I don't think we've got the upper hand over Chelsea on anything, if I'm brutally honest. We say we can offer them more game time. I suppose it depends in what position. We've got a big squad. This is the problem. We've got a big squad. Look at the names that Thomas Frank just rattled off there. We've got to get rid of a few for sure. But look, it all depends on what the player wants, right? Top players want to go to the biggest clubs. I mean, that's kind of the way most of the time, right? So we'll see, mate. We'll see. Every player's different. There will be some players that might choose us depending on game time. I don't know who else they've played for. They don't want to play for Chelsea. It's too difficult to say. I can only generalise. JM42 is saying, why no Yao Polinia? Yeah, I think, look, I think we've talked about this guy a lot. I would absolutely love him. Absolutely love Paulinho, but at the moment it doesn't look like it's happening. I haven't seen any solid links. Ben Jacobs said yesterday we'll be looking at a 6, another forward and a centre-back. Well, look, the centre-back links are there to see, aren't they? Da Vinci, Scalfini, Zabagni, Lacroix. I'd take all of them, by the way. Another forward, yep. And a 6, yep. Yeah, I guess he's right. I don't know if he's in the know on that or whether or not he's just, listen, I could go on and say, yes, Spurs are after without names, I don't really know how much credence I put into those sort of comments. All I have seen is that Ben Jacobs has been doing the rounds, but we'll see. Where are we? This is your Gyökeres type drama. Yeah, but I mean, I can't believe Arsenal still haven't got Gyökeres over the line. It's absolutely mad, and you can see why their fans are frustrated. I've never known a deal take so long as Gyökeres. Well, maybe Mbuemo. I mean, that deal's taken a bit of time as well, hasn't it? There's not just Spurs. It's not just Spurs, to be brutally honest. Yeah, I've seen this a lot today. That people are saying that Morgan Gibbs-White is getting announced tomorrow or Monday. I mean, I guess if enough people say this every 2 days, someone's going to be right. Like, it's definitely getting done Sunday. And if not Sunday, Monday, and maybe Tuesday. After that, it could be Thursday. You know, it is what it is. If it gets done, it gets done. Great. And we move on to the next. Player. Stevie, Edinburgh Spurs. Big up to you, Stevie. Said if Morgan Gibbs-White heads on the Forest tour on Monday, should we assume he's not coming? I mean, what we should assume is that no deal would have been struck yet if he goes on the tour. Watch this space. And if I'm not wrong, don't Forest play tomorrow afternoon? Watch this space. Watch this space. So why do your polls never have a don't know option? Because, God, it's bloody boring, isn't it? Who wants I don't know as an option on a poll? By the way, there's over 675 of you in here. Smash that little like button, everybody. We should be on 400 likes. It should be on 500. We're only on 262. And for anybody that hasn't subscribed, please do. You can see we are counting down the days to 20,000 subscribers. So please do smash that button. Before we move on, let me look at the super chats. Big up to Dean Law, who's just started the super sticker train again. All aboard the super sticker train. Thank you very much, Dean. You are always very, very generous to me. Thank you very much, Dean. Big up to you. Daniel Field, again, another very generous person. Thank you very much for that. That is much appreciated, my man. Thank you, Daniel. Been very generous lately. Rich said, happy Friday, Savva. Enjoy your barbecue. I will. I've got a feeling it's going to be hectic. There's a lot of people that are traveling far and wide for this barbecue. The pressure for cooking and the pressure to wake up tomorrow morning and see that the weather is somewhat acceptable. We'll see. We'll see. So big up to you, Rich. Really, really appreciate you, my man. Thank you very much for that. Big up to my man, Video Complete Sofian. Sofian says, how do you rate the window with Jashari and Morgan Gibbs-White? Well, if we had those two in central midfield and Kudus on the right, I'd be very happy. I still think we'd need another left-sided winger, but I think we'd be, I think we'd be very, very happy with that. By the way, someone's just sent me something. Bear with me 1 second. Someone's just sent me something and said, yeah, see, Thomas Frank has said this. Somebody sent this to me and said music to my ears. So I thought I had to read this. I'll read it in a second. Big up Video Complete. Listen, I really like Jashari, my man. I really like Gibbs-White as well. Those two would be very high on my priority list. Let's see if we can get either of them over the line. You would say Gibbs-White more realistic, but at this stage, who knows? Hopefully we get the deal done. Big up to you. Thank you, Paul Watkins, who's gifted a Football Heritage TV membership. Look at you lot being very generous tonight. Fun fact, if everybody put in a £1 super sticker, we'd make £700 in 1 minute. Big up to you, Paul Watkins. Very generous lately, my man. Really appreciate you. And I don't know who got the... I'm just looking to see who got the... I'm not sure who got the channel membership. There's so many comments I can't even see. So thank you very much, Paul. I'm sure whoever got it said thank you. So big up to you, my man. It's very, very generous of you, mate. Big up to Ryan Busy, who became a member. Sorry for the you know me, I shoot from the hip. And apologies. Big up to you, Ryan. Thank you for becoming a member. Destiny 5 has said, Savva, Levy is like my dad. I own the fan business nowadays, but he always finds his way back in. Oh, dearie me. Your dad's like Daniel Levy. Well, if your dad's a billionaire like Daniel Levy, then you've got no worries in life. Big up to Destiny. I love that. It's a great comment. Thank you very much, my friend. Big up to Facts Only, who's put in a super sticker. No, Facts Only didn't put in 2 super stickers. Thank you very much. Very, very generous of you, Facts Only. That is very nice of you indeed. So thank you very much for those. Ian JD has upgraded his membership. If I'm not wrong, I think I saw that in the back office that you've upgraded. So big up to you, Ian. Thank you very much for upgrading. It's very much appreciated. You lot have been very, very kind to me these last couple of months. So thank you very much, Ian. Andy Lester, another YouTube member. How you doing, Andy? Has just put in another super sticker. That's very generous of you as well. Thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Phil Coys, who's coming to the barbecue tomorrow. I'm looking forward to meeting Phil face to face so he can tell me about Matisse Tell, and all of the goals and assists he's going to get next season. So big up to you, Phil. Thank you very much, brother. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Just quickly, this is what Thomas Frank said on suggestions that his Spurs side might be boring. I love this. I can't believe somebody has actually asked this. Big up, by the way, just really quickly to Claire G. Claire, very generous. Thank you very much. Just coming in with a last minute. The show's not ending, by the way, but coming in with the last gasp super sticker. Thank you very much, Claire. Very generous of you. You lot have been very, very nice tonight. You're always in the chat. Thank you, Claire. Appreciate your support. Thanking you kindly. Thank you. Thomas Frank on suggestions that his Spurs side will be boring. He said, I'm convinced we will score a lot of goals, but we need to be able to defend. Yes, thank you. We need to be able to defend also if we want to win enough football matches. I haven't seen one single team have success without being able to defend. That's not saying we don't want to attack. We need to be brave, a nice mixture. We'll be pragmatic sometimes when we need to be. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Isn't that what we want to hear? Oh, I got the hiccups. Isn't that what we want to hear? A manager that understands that it's not just about gung-ho. It's about, that it's about attacking and defending. And, you've got to be able to do all three. Just seeing if there's any news. So he was asked, Thomas Frank was asked about Mbeumo, by the way. He said, Mbeumo is a fantastic player. He deserved the move no matter where he goes. There you go. So, that's what Thomas Frank said about that. And here we go. Is what he said. He said he's definitely here and very committed. I know he's looking forward to the season. That's talking about Christian Romero. So interesting. If we do still then continue to go and get another centre half, I can only imagine it means that we want to be very strong in that area. Maybe we're going to pay a back three. But I'll big up to Beto. Beto, come on. If you're going to troll, you got to do better than that. Half you guys aren't real fans, Muppets. Beto, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. If you're going to troll, at least get some grammar. Do you know what I mean? At least be able to write a sentence properly. Half you guys aren't real fans, Muppets. It doesn't make sense. You need a comma in there or some other things going on. You know what I mean? A full stop. And it's okay, mate. It's okay. Listen, it's not for everyone trolling, but you tried your best and we welcome it. Thank you very much for trying. Matt is definitely not a special guest at my barbecue. I don't think I could put up with him for that many hours just talking absolute nonsense. Yeah, postcode for the barbecue. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm going to give you my postcode. Of course I am. Yes. Where are we? Big up to my man. Sorry, I just seen you in the chat. Big up, Luke. How we doing, bro? If you haven't subscribed to Luke, fantastic content creator. Waffles a little bit in the middle, bit like box office, but nice guy in the main. Big up to you, Luke. Hope you're well, my friend. Rumor has it that Morgan Gibbs-White will be unveiled at your barbecue tomorrow. Do you know what? It would be brilliant if he was announced as a Spurs player tomorrow. Because I mean, it would just be great when we've got everybody there. But I can't see it. We're playing tomorrow. So I really can't say it. Frankly, Spursy said this chat is goated. I love this. Do you know what? The word goat cracks me up. It makes me laugh. How can the word goat mean something great? It's so weird to me. It's so foreign. Big up to you. But everyone getting an invite. Yeah, everyone I know, YouTubers. Yeah, not you, mate. Not everyone. There's 680 people in here. How many of them do you reckon have got an invite to my barbecue? You nutter. Box Office is going to the barbecue. He is. Yeah, Mr. Box Office is coming to the barbecue. I love Alex. I've met Alex in person a couple of times before. But hey, it is all good fun. It's all good fun. Better. Oh, he's back. He's back. So you think I'm... For you think I'm trolling is crazy. Our squad will get wins against all our rivals. Sure. I haven't said we're not going to beat some of them. I don't think we're going to beat all of them, but we're going to beat some of them. Sure. Mate, justice for Matt. Get him fed. I'll save some meat from the barbecue and send it around to Matt. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Oh, you lot crack me up. You lot make me laugh. Big up as well. Big up to Sam Budd, who's come in with a super sticker. Very generous. The super sticker train is in full flow. We're going for a world record super sticker train. Big up to you, Sam. That is very, very generous, my friend. Thank you very much to you. Really appreciate that. And Jamie Allen's come in, said, just watched Frank's first press conference and he smashed it out of the park. And I just saw the defensive drills they did in training, pumped for the season. I tell you what, I saw those defensive drills and I thought, at last, we're going to be defending. We're going to defend. We're not going to be gung-ho. I'm so happy that Frank is the manager. I think you all know how happy I am. Jamie, very generous. I echo your sentiments. Absolutely. I echo these sentiments completely. I really, really do. Kate and Jim saying, gutted we can't make the barbecue now. I know. Oh, Kate. Well, you're welcome, but I know you live absolutely miles away. Simon's side of football. Yeah, listen, Simon, you've got the channel, right? Are you the one I commented on the other day on the video? Let me know if it was a good video, my man. So big up to you. Yeah, listen, how can there be 680 people in here and 308 likes? Surely we've at least got to have more than 50% likes. Come on, people. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Where are we? Sorry, I'm miles behind on the chat, by the way. I am miles. Let's get a little bit closer. Luke's coming tomorrow as well. Luke is coming tomorrow. Luke's question to me earlier, what was it? Have you got Tabasco sauce? No. Why would I? No. Guys and girls in the chat, Tabasco sauce, a yes or a no? Like, no. Where are we? Yeah, I know, mate. I know. It makes me laugh. People go, you're the goat. He's the goat. She's the goat. They're the goat. Goats everywhere. Goats just goat, right? I don't know. Excuse me. Need to stay hydrated. Savva, why not live stream the barbecue in case Morgan gives right breaking news? Listen, we'll do some videos for the barbecue for sure. We'll have a few little Q&As. We're going to do a quiz as well. Somebody's written a quiz, so it's going to be good fun. Eds, as this Savva, did you go to the butcher's or supermarket for meat? Went to the supermarket. I've got a great butcher's near me, but to feed that many people from a butcher's would have cost me an arm and a leg. So what I need to be able to afford that is more subscribers. So listen, come on, guys and girls. There's still 674 of you in here. The link is in the chat. Let's see if we can move that needle to 19,650. Let's see if we can get that to 19,650 instead of 19,637. Big up to Daniela. So good luck with the barbecue tomorrow, but the weather looking a tad unpredictable. Yeah, the weather's looking very, very unpredictable. But listen, it's all part of the fun. If it rains, it rains. And then we'll all end up inside having a house party watching Spurs play a Reading. So that's going to be fun. We're going to watch the Spurs Reading game anyway. Do I rate... Look, I do. I rate Lacroix massively. I said this at the time that we signed Mickey van der Ven. Really like Lacroix. I think he's a really good centre half. No nonsense. Gets on with it. Mistake free. Good in the air. He just gets on with it. I like footballers that get on with it. Right. I know that sounds silly, but I think too many of our footballers are too in and out. There's always excuses for them. I just want footballers that get on with it. You know, like when Everton for all those years had like a Jagielka, like a Tarkowski. These players who aren't sexy and fashionable in name, but they just do a job and the fans love them. That's all I want. That's all I want from my centre halves. Just do the job that you're paid to do. Doesn't always have to be amazing and 95-yard passes. Dan Wells, big up to you. I said, why haven't we complained to the Premier League that Forest are stopping a player leaving after his release clause has been triggered? Listen, Dan, I think you'll find there's probably a lot going on in the background. There's a lot going on in the background that will involve the Premier League and Nottingham Forest and Tottenham Hotspur and all of these different types of things. By the way, have you seen that Josh Sargent they've just agreed a fee from Wolfsburg to Norwich for 21 million. How are Norwich able to sell players and we can't for 20 million? That's utterly crazy. Simon Side of Football said, yeah, it was me. Thanks, Simon. Listen. You'll get there, man. Listen, the only advice I can give you, Simon, repeat, repetition. Don't listen to these people who tell you, oh, these YouTubers who do videos all the time, they're trying to silence others. We're not. The only way you grow is by repetition, putting out the same videos at the same time every day, that type of stuff. Hence why, look at Sean, right? Let me give you an example of a few YouTubers that do that, right? If you look at Sean every day on his dog walks, right? Every day, roughly the same time, right? Him and Bugsy, video goes out, bang, done. Look how popular he is as a YouTuber. I'm not as big as Sean, but every day, 10 or 10:30 a.m., my morning show, right? I think when people have the repetition, you get to know what time they're on. You look forward to it. People, yada. So that's the advice I can give you, my man. It's a tough world. The bigger you get, the more hate you get, the more people want to come for you. I've noticed that it's funny. The people that have a go at me are always the channels where they haven't got as many subscribers. And I think to myself, instead of having a go at me, why don't you ask me for my help? Do you know what I mean? Why don't you message me and go, hey, I'd like you to come on my channel, or can we collaborate? But what people do is they go after bigger channels and then wonder why those bigger channels don't help them. It's really silly. Paddy Hill said, if we get Savva to 19,750 subs by the end of the stream, will Matt get an invite to the barbecue? Well, that would mean 111 more subs. So I don't think that's going to happen. And unfortunately not. No, unfortunately not. Tabasco. Here we go. Tabasco. No. Yeah. No, there's no need for Tabasco. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. Oh, it's going to be mixed, isn't it? Yes. I just can't do it. Oh, I can't do it. Can't do Tabasco. Zero interest in it at all. Stinks. Tastes disgusting. Looks like Luke's bringing his own. Vodka shots with Tabasco sauce. You can bring your own Tabasco sauce, mate, and do whatever you want, mate. I look forward to cleaning up the sick. Absolutely look forward to it. Where are we? Let's get back to the football. Before we do, very generous people. Paul French has put in a super sticker. It said, not a troll. I've always thought Savva equals if Messi and Lampard had a baby. If Messi and Lampard had a baby, it would look like this, would it? Wow. Am I older than Messi and Lampard? I think it's a bit harsh, but am I older than Lampard? Don't know. I'm older than Messi. Full great content, bro. Thank you very much, Paul. Really appreciate that. Messi and Lampard. Interesting. Big up to you, Paul. That's very, very generous. Big up to my man, Paul Watkins. Said, Sav, I hope you've got an umbrella for tomorrow. Looks like I'll be cooking in the rain. If not, everyone else will be indoors and I'll be cooking in the rain. Big up to you. Thank you very much, Paul. We'll see if I need the umbrella. I'm sure there'll be photos. Mate. Big up to Mike Zappa, airport friend. He said, went halfway around the world to stalk you. Even had to bring the wife and still no info. It's not every day you bump into somebody in an airport that just goes, Savva. And I'm like, who is it? I watch your channel. Oh, okay, hello, mate. What was I eating? Was it a Wendy's burger or something? I know it was horrible. Was it a Wendy's and you had something else? Big up to you. I hope you and your wife are well. Lovely to meet you both. Lovely people. Big up to Mike Zappa. It's funny. I can walk around here all day in London, not see anyone who recognizes me. I go to Dominican Republic. It's someone there. Big up to you, my mate. And absolutely massive super chat from Patrick McCory, who's always far too generous to me. Says, enjoy the amateur barbecue. Hope the weather cooperates. Listen, amateur barbecue. Listen, I have not confessed anywhere that I'm a master barbecuer. People are going to expect big things. I'm going to put some burgers on, some sausages, some chicken, some steak, some lamb. People are going to eat it if they want. The missus has made macaroni cheese and pasta and potato salad. Look, it is what it is. Patrick, very, very generous you are, my friend. So thank you very much for that. Very, very kind of you indeed. So thank you very much for that. How we love Oh, hang on, as my camera stops. No, it looks like I'm back. Great to see your channel, Grand Savva, fully deserved. Thank you. Listen, I think I do work hard. This is another thing. When you see people that say, oh, these people, blah, blah, do you realize how hard we have to work to get the channels to this size? It really, really is hard work. Savva, of all the Spurs YouTubers, who would you have in a back four and why? Jesus Christ. I'd have Lubo at centre half. I think I want Lubo on the left side of my centre back pairing. He's the cool, calm leader that every now and then has a go at someone. You know what I mean? Who else would I want? I don't know. I'll just go with Lubo. I'm gonna have a back one of Lubo. There you go. I'm gonna have a back one of Lubo. I haven't got. I'll think about it as the show goes on. Mark has said, I'm a Forest fan. Is it on or off? Mate, none of you know. None of us know. I guess we just wait, right? I guess we just wait now and we find out what happens over the coming week or so. But it's just all getting a bit boring. We will have a better season than you, Savva. You West Ham, there is not a chance you have a better season than us next season. Not a chance, mate. With the amount of centre-back links, listen, there must be a reason, right? I think a lot's going to happen between now and the season starting. I think there's going to be a lot of outgoings, a lot of incomings. I think the problem is every time Thomas Frank mentions a player in a press conference, people are going to go, oh, my God, he loves him. See, he loves him. We don't know who's going to go. We don't know who's going to stay. But what we do know is that we are always going to welcome top players to the football club. And if we aren't, then we've got a real problem. Dan Wells said Brighton quoted Bayern 34 million for Matoma. Seems a steal in this market. Imagine Matoma. Listen, I'd love Matoma. If Matoma wanted to come to Spurs, I would absolutely be all over that. Simon said, thanks for your kind words of advice. Listen, mate, listen, just pick a time that you do your video every day. Stay consistent. Have something to talk about. And you know, as it's easy for me to say, ignore the haters. Listen, I try and banter them, you know, but people are going to hate. The bigger you get, somebody will have a pop at you. A YouTuber will have a pop at you. I saw some bloke the other day did a video telling everybody about how YouTube algorithms work for YouTubers like me and Sean. And I'm sitting there thinking, everything this man has said was absolutely false. It wasn't right at all. This is how much money they earn. I was like, but hang on, no, that's not true. This is what happens when you do this. They bury other YouTube. Like, what? Like, come on. Let's. Everybody who starts a YouTube channel, surely they do it for their own reasons. If you want to put your own content out, do. If you don't. But when you feel the need to just attack other YouTubers, you know what it tells me? It tells me your content's not very good. Tells me you haven't really got any content, right? So don't be that guy. That's my only advice, Simon. Don't be that guy that needs to call out others. There's no need for it. There's a lot of people around. So, you know, yeah, listen, always. I'll always help. This is the thing. I've always tried to help other channels grow, which is why I don't understand why so many people give me stick. But hey, it is what it is. Where are we? I would love to bump into Savva at the airport. Big up, Destiny. I'm sure you might one day. I'm not going to ever tell you what airport I'm going to be at on Wenmo. Oh, how we laugh indeed. Big up to Jess that said, like I've always said, the Spurs community has been good to me, more than my own community. Listen, I mean, I think the same with all communities, so to speak. I just think everybody's always trying to create these fake rivalries, and I don't see why. Do you know what I mean? Like I've always said, there's enough room for everybody. There's enough room for those that love Frank, hate Frank, love Levy, hate Levy, love Vinay, hate. Do you know what I mean? Love Brennan, hate Brennan, yada yada. I just don't know why everyone's always so aggy to other YouTubers. It's kind of like, listen, have the row, have the debate on screen. Cool. Look at me and Wolfie. Me and Wolfie go hammer and tong on screen. Me and Wolfie, as soon as it's finished, we're talking, oh, mate, are you all right? Blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? But as I said, if any of you ever want to know something about YouTube, don't listen to those that make these videos. Don't listen to those that go, oh, guess what he did? Oh, don't listen to that. It's all a load of nonsense. Hey, Ben Jacobs said Paratici wants Rafael Leao for Spurs. Did he? Did Ben Jacobs say that? Leao? I mean, he'd certainly be very entertaining at Tottenham Hotspur, wouldn't he? He'd certainly be very, very entertaining. Savva, surely Ben, Sim, and Brian. Why those three in particular? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Why not? Why not? Hey, guys and girls, let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. I was hoping there might be a bit more news today. We've seen some bits come out, but nothing that's really changed the world. But hey, it is what it is. Ron said, Savva, did the turnout at the parade surprise you? I've been supporting Spurs 58. Did it surprise me? No. I think fans have waited so long for a trophy. I don't think it did. No, I don't think it did. I don't think it did. I think what it showed you is how long we've waited, right? I think it showed you how long we've waited. Carl's going to say Ben Jacobs talks a lot. Oh, listen, Ben Jacobs seems like a really nice guy. He's doing his thing. Everyone's doing their own thing. Yeah, everyone's doing their own thing. That's all that matters in life. And you know what? I think if everybody let everybody else get on with what they're doing in life, we'd all be a lot happier, wouldn't we? Do you know what I mean? If everyone's so bothered about other people, everyone's so bothered about, oh my God, have you seen what that person's done? Blah, blah. Like, for example, we're starting the Spurs 5 next Thursday. Look at some of the hate we've seen from it. Why do people care? If you don't like us, don't watch us. I'm just seeing personal attack after personal attack after personal attack. This guy's this guy's that. He's done this. And, you know, when you're sitting there thinking, God, we're just football fans that want to talk football. We all wanted to do a panel show, but it's difficult. You need it to be equal in terms of revenue and in terms of everything and who does the work rate. So we started a channel and people still get upset. It's crazy. No, we're not. We're not going to be going much longer. Anyway, we're not going to be going much longer. Just another 5 minutes or so. And yeah, and as I said, let me show you. So for those of you that haven't seen, there it is, the Spurs 5. So you can see Stel, Johnny, Savva, Sean, and Lubo, who looks well happy there. The Spurs 5 coming soon. There's our logo. And you'll see the channel soon. And people have been asking, is it going to actually have its own channel? Yes, it's going to have its own YouTube channel where people can subscribe and like. There'll be content. There'll be 2 panel shows per week. And aside from the panel shows, there will be uploads before games, after games, videos, that sort of thing. So just keep a lookout for that. And listen, all the while people want to watch, we'll give you content. We'll give you content. Yeah, look, Ethan, do you know what? I just don't understand why everyone, do you know what I mean? Everyone's doing their thing. I want to work with all these people, like all these people that are creating fake rivalries. I'd like to work with them and debate them and have chats. I don't always see the need. I don't see the need. Listen, I'm not saying I've been an angel, but I'm just getting a bit old and a bit too bored of it. And there's a lot of grown men calling out a lot of other grown men. And it just doesn't, I don't know these people. Let's be fair. I could call out anyone. All I really know about these people is their football view. If somebody's football view makes you hate them that much, haven't you got to ask the question, like, why? Where's the anger? Like why does me not liking Ange Postecoglou? God, didn't it get to people? Didn't it get to people? You don't deserve this. You're this. You're that. It's like, whoa, you can't celebrate. You got. It's like, what? I mean, football fans have changed. It's just gone all a little bit crazy, all a little bit crazy. Sean and Stel are good. Listen, they wouldn't be doing a channel together if they weren't. I think other people are trying to create more of a narrative there than those two are. They're all good. We're all on the same page. There's going to be rows. There's going to be debates. It will be unfiltered, and you're going to get a lot of different views. There's no echo chamber. Johnny, Sean, Stel, Lubo, and I. Johnny, Sean, Stel, Lubo, and I. Yeah, the 5. We've all got very, very different views on football. We might agree on some stuff. We're going to disagree on other stuff. And that's what you want to see, right? That's what you want to see. Absolutely, Mark. Big up, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. This is what I don't get, Mark. I've said it for years, haven't I? I've said to you, like, when I see someone puts me in their video, I don't mind it. Like, like when Dan Potts, Football's 12th Man podcast, clips up a debate I've had on his channel, and fine, it's part of the game. When I see, Savva's are this, Savva's and I'm like, well, I don't even know you really. Like, what about me? I don't know you. You don't know me. One thing you'll never see from me. You'll never see me do that. I don't do those types of videos. And I just hope that moving into next season, none of us do. Hope moving into next season, every Spurs creator can just talk about Spurs, and we just get on with it, right? We just get on with it. It's just football. It's just football. Do you know what I mean? Like when I turn this off, I don't go next door and go, oh my God, this troll said this and this. I switch off. I switch off. Everyone wants to WhatsApp me about football, but I switch off. I'm going to go and watch the latest box set that I'm watching, and I'll chill out for a few hours before I go to sleep. But some people it's just anger. It's just hate and anger. But it is what it is. Guys and girls, I'm going to leave it there tonight. I was hoping we might get a little bit of news. We haven't. We've got a lot of maybe stuff, haven't we? We've got a lot of maybes. What I will ask is, I'll tell you what, can we get to 19,645 before the show ends? Listen, there's 600 exactly in here right now. 6 of you that haven't subscribed. If you could, that'd be absolutely amazing as we edge our way closer. There is the link right there under my name. There is the link. Do it for Frank, my boy Frank. Smash that button. Let's see if we can get to 19,645, and then we'll be chasing down towards the 20K, hopefully very, very soon. What am I watching at the moment? Oh, hang on. We're going to be here for another 20 minutes, aren't we? What am I watching right now? I think I just finished Department Q. If anyone's seen that. No takers on the subscribers, by the way. No takers. I've just finished Department Q, which was really good. And now I'm watching The Mayor of Kingstown. I don't know if anyone's seen that on Paramount. Really good. Really enjoying it. And I've got a few lined up after. I want to watch Landman as well. I'm kind of debating whether I want to watch... what's the one about the farm? Not the farm, about the ranch. Kind of debating if I want to watch that. Can't remember what it's called. Anybody? Has it got a number in it? Can't remember. But I'm watching. Has anyone seen it? Has anyone watched it? Patrick, you like the logo? Let me see the logo. Are you talking about the this logo? Yeah, with the cockerel and the 5 in together. Yeah, I just love it. Look how serious Stella and I are. Johnny's kind of nondescript, and then Lubo and Sean have smiled. I love it. Look at it. The Spurs 5, unfiltered, unmissable. The Spurs debate you never knew you needed. Oh, it's so dramatic, isn't it? Yellowstone. That's what. Right. We're God, am I going to be here for another 5-10 minutes? We're going to be talking about TV now, aren't we? So some people might drop out. But yeah, Yellowstone. I've heard so many mixed reviews about Yellowstone. And then there's the spin-offs, is it 1923 or something? Or I've seen so many spin-offs. So let me get rid of that picture. Sorry, you can just see that picture for the moment, can't you? Sorry. Yeah, I'll give any box set a go. I will. And I don't sleep till like 2-3 in the morning. So I watch like 3-4 episodes of a night. Prison Break was brilliant. Love Prison Break. Yeah, done that many times. My favorite ever, I'm sure lots of you know, is The Last Kingdom. That's a great box set. Game of Thrones was great until that absolutely chaotic last season. Was it 1924? I don't know. All I know is it 1883, 1924? It's something. It's somewhere. Yeah, Yellowstone first. Okay, yeah, I've done The Sopranos. Loved The Sopranos. But you've got to ask the question, haven't you, about the ending? You've got to ask the question about the ending. I want to know. I want to know what happened. Lost. Lost is hours and hours I'm never going to get back in my life. I would never rewatch it. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Jon Snow. Aren't they married in real life? Don't know. I might be making that up. Be up to you. Yeah, Gangs of London. Yeah, it was okay. It was all right. Reacher completed, absolutely brilliant. What did I see up here? Sons of Anarchy, banging. Listen, he is fantastic in that, isn't he? What's his name? What's his name in real life? Charlie Hunnam. Sexy, isn't he? What a sexy man Charlie Hunnam is. Great show. From start to finish, I really enjoyed Sons of Anarchy. And it's got a really good ending. You know, I won't say it's got a really good ending. Line of Duty, very good. Until the last episode, I didn't like who it ended up being. Dexter, I've tried a few times to get into it and I haven't. I do need to get back to it. I really do need to get back to Dexter. Plebs. Plebs was good. Oh my God. Homeland. Right. Here's my problem with Homeland. Loved it. Absolutely loved it until he went out of it. When he went out, all of a sudden, I didn't enjoy it anymore. I didn't enjoy it. It is what it is. Superman and Lois, I saw that. Yeah, that was a decent little watch. That was decent. Difference. Decent little watch. I love that. Yeah, just finished Mobland. Yeah, I mean, look, Tom Hardy's brilliant, isn't he? But yeah, there's so many box sets. Yeah, this was brilliant. This was very good. And then they stopped, didn't they, after like 2 seasons? I can't believe there's 500 of us in here talking about box sets. Right, James. Okay, James, let's talk about this. So I have tried to start Breaking Bad 3 times. I can never get past the first season. Find it just a bit slow. Like, everyone raved about it. And I'm not saying like the acting was very good, but it's a bit like Ozark. Like, I thought Ozark, the acting was good, but it's just a bit too slow for me. I don't know. I need a bit more. I need a bit more from my shows. I tell you what, I did just finish. I just finished The Penguin with Colin Farrell. I thought that was very good. Bit slow in patches, but I thought that was very good. But yeah, I need a show to grip me, like from episode 1, if not episode 2. If I have to really keep going to 3, 4, 5, I'm not interested. That's a brilliant show. That's brilliant. Slow Horses was excellent from start to finish. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen this, Thomas. I've never seen this. Is this the spin-off from something, or is there a spin-off from this? Am I right in saying that? Something. True Detective. Now, True Detective had a couple of really good seasons. The last one, True Detective Night, was really weird. Didn't enjoy it. That's an excellent show. That's an absolutely top draw, excellent show. Broadwalk Empire. Designated Survivor. I saw that. That was good. Narcos, the original Narcos, is excellent. The old Pablo Escobar. I wasn't sure whether to start watching the spin-off, but like, is it like Narcos Mexico and that sort of stuff? But yeah, the original was very, very good. Okay, it's the spin-off from Breaking Bad. I love this. I can't believe so many people are still here as we're talking about bloody box sets instead of football. Is that how bad our transfer window is? Is that how bad? Okay, I won't. Yeah, I didn't think so. Cobra Kai, seen it, done it. Absolutely, that's all done. Peaky Blinders. Yeah, I liked Peaky Blinders. I thought it got a little bit monotonous towards the end. Mr. In Between. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is at all, if I'm honest. You can't beat the Sweeney and the Professionals. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you, you're allowed one. You're allowed one. I was going 10 minutes ago. You're allowed one. The best box set stroke series you've ever seen. You're only allowed one, right? So we're going to go from now. So it's 11:34. And we'll ending the show in 5-10 minutes. The best you've ever seen. Yeah? The best you've ever seen. The Sopranos. Finn's gone with The Sopranos. Okay, I've seen it. Good. I liked it. Wouldn't say it's my best. Did like it a lot. 24. My mum loved that. Is that the thing with the annoying countdown clock at the end of every scene? Not seen it though. I've not seen it. The Sopranos, 24. Okay, 2 24s. Prison Break. Okay, I liked Prison Break. The Wire. I haven't seen that. I don't think. Have I seen The Wire? No, I don't think I have. Gotham. I've not seen Gotham. New series of Mobland out in 2027. No one's mentioned Stranger Things. Anyone? Stranger Things? Are we doing this? Yeah, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones until the last season ruined it. I don't think Game of Thrones is as good as The Last Kingdom. There you go. My hot take. I think Last Kingdom is everything Game of Thrones is and much better. Better fighting scenes, better main character. Uhtred would kick the crap out of Jon Snow. Better women. Better everything. Better everything. Better ending. But I loved Game of Thrones. I just thought at the end, like, how can Bran end up being, oh, God, Doctor Who? This is England. Okay, all right, this is England getting in there, is it? The Wire. Breaking Bad. Isn't it funny? Some people just can't stand it, but others love it. Game of Thrones, another one for that. Only Fools. Australia, Mr. In Between. I don't know what this is. Is this the Liverpool one, Wayne? Is this the Liverpool one? Me and you talk about box sets quite a lot, don't we? On the WhatsApp. Game of Thrones, another one. As I said, listen, I loved Game of Thrones, but it was just that last bit. All I'm going to say is, right? All I'm going to say is, all I'm going to say is that, sorry, where are bear with me 1 second. Sorry, bear with me. Oh, what's going on with my channel? Sorry, bear with me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I've got a bit of a glitch going on here. 1 second. Might just be at my end. Hang on. What's going on? Hang on. Bear with me. Just give me, talk amongst yourselves. Don't mind me. Where are we? 1 second. Here we go. Right, this should be good. Okay. Right. So yeah, box sets. Yeah, Fargo. Yeah, didn't mind Fargo. It was all right. West Wing. West Wing is in my top 2. Loved it. From a political standpoint, I thought it was absolutely spot on and brilliant. Loved that. Love that, Gary. Yeah, Game of Thrones, Sons of Anarchy. Love Sons of Anarchy. Sneaky Pete. I seen Sneaky Pete. I don't think I have. Broadwalk was up there. Lucifer, Jordan, Sex and the City. Right, Ethan. Gonna have to disagree, my man. Right. After I watched The Last Kingdom, I tried to watch Vikings and I just thought it had nothing on it. Here's my tip for you guys. And you can all tell me if you think The Jackal was very good. You can all tell me if I'm wrong, if you've seen it or if you go and watch it. Watch The Last Kingdom. The Last Kingdom is absolutely superb, right? If you haven't seen it, watch it. Feel free to come back to me. Give me your critique. I've got no shares in it. Let me know what you think. All or nothing, Tottenham Hotspur. All or nothing. EastEnders. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, look, from a comedy standpoint, yeah. Stranger Things is superb. Really good. Really, really good. I know I've heard this so many times. I've started it 3 times. Listen, I am going to end the show there. I'm just going to do a couple of super chats. Big up to, we're 1 subscriber away from what we wanted to get to. 1 subscriber away from 19645. Big up to MUFC. Thank you very much. That's very much appreciated, my man. Really appreciate that. And also big up to 7 who said, I'm watching House MD. Love the show. I'll give it a go. I'll always put on a box set. Listen, guys and girls, what I would love to do, big up to you, Sanctuary 7, and to you, MUFC. Really appreciate both of you. What I'd love you to do right now is a channel that I think is absolutely brilliant, that deserves more love. I'm going to send you all over to Sarcasm City. When you get there, can you all just say a Savva raid and say hello to Flawless? He's a great content creator. Just say Savva raid and say hello to Flawless from Savva. Please do. Guys and girls, I'll be back. We'll probably have some sporadic videos tomorrow. Then we've got the Spurs review on Sunday. And listen, much love. Banshee, by the way. Great show. Take care, everyone. I can't believe we're ending it 1 subscriber short. 1. We can get 1 right now. Go on. Someone can do it. Take care, everyone. See you soon. I need sleep. And as always, come on, you Spurs. Remember, Savva raid when you go over to Flawless. Thank you.